During benchmarking Counter-Strike 2, I noticed that the temperature of the RTX 3060 GPU was exceeding 85 degrees Celsius. While disassembling, I tried to remove as few screws as possible, but in this case, all visible screws had to be taken out. Removing the cooling revealed an unpleasant sight. The thermal paste had dried up, and the GPU surface was shiny, resulting in inefficient contact between the GPU and the cooler. The cooler was quite dusty, and it seemed like some oily substance had leaked onto the card. Fortunately, the cooling pads were intact, so for a low-budget fix, I left them as they were. For more expensive cards, it's advisable to replace the cooling pads, which, in the case of high-quality pads, can incur a significant cost. I used electronic contact cleaner spray for removing the paste and cleaning the PCB. An 88-degree temperature for a 150-watt consumption 3060 is unusual. Even with this not-so-robust cooling, it should keep the card below 70 degrees. The situation was even worse for the hot spot, reaching 105 degrees. When encountering such temperatures, it's worth reapplying the thermal paste. It's unlikely to get worse than this. I evenly spread the paste on the GPU using a piece of cardboard and applied a little to the cooler to ensure proper contact. After reassembly and testing, it's essential not to over-tighten the screws. The strength of a small hand screwdriver is sufficient. The temperature dropped by 20 degrees at the beginning of the test, resulting in a consistent increase of 5 frames per second during gameplay. This improvement is due to the fact that in high-temperature conditions, the card reduces the GPU voltage and the clock speed must be decreased. Otherwise, the game would freeze. The minimum temperature difference was 10 degrees, indicating a substantial improvement from before and after applying the thermal paste. For the hot spot temperature, it dropped from a maximum of 105 degrees to 82 degrees after reapplication. Acoustically, there was a significant difference. Before pasting, the fans were running at 2,800 revolutions per minute, which was annoyingly loud. After pasting, they reached a maximum of 1,650 revolutions per minute, which is entirely bearable. In retrospect, we can say that it was worthwhile to reapply the paste to this card, as it now performs cooler, quieter, and produces more FPS. Have you ever reapplied thermal paste to a graphics card? If so, share your experience in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you're interested in similar content, don't forget to subscribe.